Hello there everybody and welcome to another Let's Play here on GTA World. I hope everyone's had a great day and a great week. Not too much to update here. I just finished trying to join in on a pursuit there, but they ended up getting the guy before I could get there. The update, it was a hairline confusing because the guy's microphone was super quiet, so it was really hard to tell where they were, but eventually they got them on a foot pursuit and got them stopped that way. So we're rolling out for patrol. We are 2 Lincoln 54 for today's patrol. That's generally our home base number is what I'll call it, and we got our old school car, of course. We got her out here like the 2003, 2004-ish looking Stanier. 543 players online on the Saturday as I record this, and usually it's up on the same day, give or take, based on North American time zones, but yeah, nothing too crazy to update in the real world. My Ford Fusion ended up having to buy a new center cap for it because one blew off when I hit a pothole on the highway the other night. So that is long lost but not forgotten. So I'm going to end up having to purchase a newer center cap. I ordered one off eBay, so this will be here in a few weeks from the States because it's coming through USPS, I guess. So they're a little bit slower getting things moved around. Oh, they got a brawl. Alright, we're going to respond to that brawl for backup. And give them a hand. So yeah, anyway, I had to get a new center cap. Ford wanted like $100, $115 for a brand new one, and I was like, screw that, that's not happening. So I just went on eBay and I was like, I'll just wait the time it takes for it to get here. Alright, we're not far from Davis LTD. Almost there. About 20 seconds away. Already go join the cop over here. Oh shit. Who's he pointing at? Oh, Jesus Christ. They're shooting his ass. I don't know where he went. Woo! We had to try and find him. He's probably long gone. I can't drive today. Look at this. I'm terrible right now, guys. I think I'm too tired. I slept like crap last night. Not helping. He could be anywhere. That's not a buffalo. No. He's gone. Hopefully they got his plate. Davis LTD, a place you never know what's going to happen. You just know it's going to be a dumpster fire.
Rear traffic. Rear traffic.
To X11, we're going to be in foot pursuit of an Hispanic male currently heading into Carson Avenue. We're northeastbound. Take it to TAC 1.
Channel switched.
We're currently on Carson Avenue heading east. We're still on foot. He's entering into the alleyway here. We're in the alleyway next between Lowe's, we're in McDonald Street
User
and
joined your channel.
gonna be 1 second. We're between the houses here. Next to McDonald Street and Carson Avenue. Still heading northeastbound. He's on McDonald Street now. Heading east. He's taken left. We're outside the Hall of Justice. He's going into Davis Avenue now. Heading northwest into the clothing store parking lot over here on Davis. We're gonna be southeast bound back onto Davis Avenue. He's got tased.
User left
Okay,
your channel.
we're starting
User
now, we can
left
take
your
that.
channel. User left your channel. Channel switched.
This could be a wild Let's Play the way this one's going. I was trying to cut him off with my car a little bit to slow him down. Alright, he's cuffed. Hopefully someone gets a car. All right, we got him. All right, seeing if anyone ran to get a car to put him in. See if they decide to arrest him or not. They may not. Alright, gonna run and get the car. Luckily, it's not that far. Yeah, running from the police is never a good idea. It's a easy way to get yourself a felony. I'd say that applies both to real life and GTA World. Alright. Feels like this is a coaching lesson, oh my god. Oh my god, this guy. That's how you get yourself felonies, like I said. The problem is with these brawls and stuff is, while there are victims as well, sometimes those same victims can also be a suspect, if that makes sense. Yeah, so there we go. Exactly what I mean. So he was also a victim, but he's also a suspect. All right, we'll run his name and whatnot after we get his last name, because they may not want to book him.
User joined your channel.
1 second, let me bring Nox over.
Huh?
I'm debating what to do because he says he has to go. So, I mean, we only have him for his.
Oh, we can figure it out in IC anyway still. And
How can I figure it out? I see if he has to go.
no, I meant like depending on his record anyway, right? Because we were already talking about that ICly.
You
can say hi to YouTube too, by the way.
Hi to YouTube.
Yeah.
Hi YouTube.
Oh my god.
User joined your channel.
What up, what up?
I wish it brought up people's names faster.
Oh.
Nox, you can say hi to YouTube.
I'm famous?
You're famous now.
I'm famous now. Holy
How do you
shit.
feel?
Man, I feel like PewDiePie right now.
To have all 1,000 people that'll hear your voice.
Jesus. It was a pretty fun scene anyways.
Yeah.
I'll show you something that we had happening earlier. Hold on, let me get you a link. If you want to use this for YouTube, go ahead.
What is this?
Hold on. I'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. I had to get up and disappear there for 20 or 30 minutes, and we're almost at 700 players online now. So it's definitely been a fairly steady Let's Play so far, so it's been fun. That last situation, they decided to let him go since he just had a misdemeanor. Technically, they could have got him for evading, but they said screw it. The guy had to go in real life as well. And like I said, it is just one of those situations where I mean, ideally, it probably wasn't really worth arresting him for anyway, so they just had a little bit of fun. It made for a good roleplay situation. Like I said, not every single incident has to result in an arrest or a traffic citation or anything like that, so that was just one of those prime examples of that. But yeah, it seems like we've had a fairly steady Let's Play, and it looks like we've still got a fair amount of stuff going on right now. At the moment, so that's always good to see. It's always fun when there's more players online too and whatnot, because it just makes it busy. I wonder if I can get my radar to show up over the ads. I forget how to turn off the ads, to be honest. If someone in the comments knows how, let me know, because I always forget how to turn them off, and they really annoy the hell out of me, the ads popping up all the time, because I don't read a single one of them usually, and they don't really pertain to me ever, so I just ignore them and move on with my life. It's almost 8 p.m. in-game time at the moment. One thing with GTA San Andreas, oh my god. One thing with GTA 5 is, regardless of your time cycle, it usually doesn't even start to look dark until like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So when 8 o'clock hits, you'll probably notice that like everything gets darker, or sunset finally starts to set in. Then it takes about an hour and a half. The sun will set around like 9:30 in game, and then it'll be dark. So in about 2 hours game time, it should be dark, I would say. Thought that person was just trying to get themselves run over right there, so I had to be a little careful. Notice I got an update too from the computer, so I'm gonna have to do that at the end of this. Actually, I had it sitting there for the last week. I just keep forgetting to hit the update and restart button. And I always get nervous with some Windows updates. You're like, is this gonna be the one that breaks the computer? Is this gonna be the one that gets stuck? It only ever happened to me once, and that was back when I had Windows 8 on my really, really, really old computer laptop back then from like 2013 or 2012. Believe it or not, that one still works. I haven't turned it on in a while, but last time I tested it out a few months back, it does still work, surprisingly, because that is a 12-year-old machine at this point. So certainly an old machine, a relic in technology standards at this point. It had an i7 2600 in it and a GTX 765 mobile, so it was more probably equivalent to like a desktop 550 or 560 at that time. So definitely a old machine. Also, those of you that follow Intel, how do you find their new naming system? I find it really annoying. Like the way they had the naming system with like the 13, 14 series and all that up till now just made sense. You're like, okay, that's the 13th generation, that's the 9th generation, that's the 14th generation processor, and everything made sense. Now it's just like the new numbering system. It almost feels like it's more or less meant to confuse the person than it is to let them know what generation processor it is. I really feel like Intel has lost their plot over the course of the last few years, and AMD is certainly starting to reign supreme in multiple areas over top of Intel. Intel really seems to be struggling. They just can't get their footing. It seems like they're having a lot of issues. And yeah, it's kind of definitely a turn of the tide, because I know when I really started getting into gaming, like on the PC and whatnot, AMD back in the day was terrible. You did not want an AMD machine. I had an AMD Athlon 6400, I think, and it wasn't great to compare it with like Core 2 Duos at the time and whatnot. It was just, yeah, AMD was not good for gaming until like the last probably, I would say 5 years. Would that sound about right? Maybe 6. Time goes by too quick. Like one of my friends and I were talking about like something that happened back in 2018. We're like, oh, that was a few years ago. Then we're like, wait a second, that was back in 2018. That was like 7 years ago now. It's like, oh my god. So time does go by pretty quick, and sometimes you just forget what time, how many years it's truly been with certain things. All right. So yeah, like I said, hope you all had a good week. I feel like, ooh, this guy's doing 80. Don't need to be doing that. Marker cells code 6 and type in the guy's plate. JAR 688. Keisha Moore rents the vehicle. Come on. No outstandings at all. probably a newer player. There we go. Weather in game is slowly starting to get warmer. Hopefully that holds true here for real life. I'd definitely been one of the coldest winters in a long, long, long time. I would say at least 10 years probably. So I'd like it for it to warm up a little bit. I'm definitely not a fan of the cold at all. So like I said, some people aren't used to being new on servers, so it is good to help them out with certain things like this. Because the server does let you rent vehicles without a license when you're brand new, so... I love these rotators. Alright, good old Liberty City. $700 players. Like I said, it seems like the player base on GTA World has certainly gone up quite a bit over the course of like the last month or two. I don't know if it's because everyone's trapped inside for the winter time as well, but it's a possibility. All right, see if she has any questions, then we'll be back on our way. All right, rolling back on patrol now, see what other trouble we can get ourselves up to. Don't have a whole lot longer that I can play, but still play here for a little bit. How many hours do I even have on GTA World? What's it say? Does it tell me? 763 hours. So, got to remember that's also over the course of almost 5 years. So compared to a lot of people, that's pretty low, actually. All right. Really, to meet my ABAS, I find that like I need to play on my days off normally for like a couple hours to try and get my ABAS up. I don't always quite meet that 0.7, but usually I get somewhat close to it. Again, they all understand we all have real lives, so video games come last in that category. All right, we're responding to a 911 call. Oop, there we go. Responding to a 911 call. Apparently someone thinks their friend could be getting held up in a department. Looks like most of the department's going there right now. Holy crap, the whole department's here. Trying to figure out what department it's in. Alright, we're all confused on what apartment it is, I think, right now. Well, someone just came down the steps, so we're going to figure out if this is the person that was called about. So it doesn't sound like she was actually held up in her apartment. Alright, so apparently she wasn't held up or anything, but she was AFK and her friend called 911 looking for her, so that's good she's alright. But yeah, sometimes these things happen. Look at the amount of units that showed up for this, holy crap. Sounds like there's a pursuit going on too. Alright folks, I'm going to end the Let's Play here. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all for the next one.